What's good, bro? This is Jen from seductionunleashed.com, helping you release your best with women and beyond. And today we're going to talk about the 10 steps to make your life incredible, starting right now, bro. Each of these 10 steps have a specific reason that I think personally have a great improvement on your life. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean I'm perfect at all of them, nor does that mean you have to do every single one of them. But take the ones that you find value in, and I think you will undoubtedly find value in some of these. Now, I'm going to try to get through this quickly without wasting any time, so let's just get to number one, which is to have a bigger purpose, bigger than you in life. Now, whether you want to call this your purpose, your destiny, your craft, your biggest passion, your biggest hobby, the biggest thing that when you wake up, it just pulls you to it. Now, a lot of us think that our biggest purpose is just whatever we end up getting pushed to when we go to school, when we get to college and whatnot. Like for me, I always wanted to do this shit. From the moment I really started getting into girls, I started reading books and shit and realizing, hey, that this is something that you don't have to be restricted to wherever you're at, that you can actually improve on this shit. I always wanted to share it with my homies. Like any dude I could come across that was like a close friend of mine, I would be trying to like help them get chicks or trying to throw chicks at them or just trying to, it was always a passion of mine to share this shit. But when I got to high school, things kind of it just got to a point where everything was just, get a job, go to college, get a good career, and before you know it, you're settling for that middle ground where you're like, hey, I'm just gonna be safe, I'm gonna get a good job, maybe I get a decent job at a hospital or something, where there's good benefits, and you're thinking in that middle of the ground place, and that's not gonna get you excited, because once you do get that good job and you're wearing that cool uniform, if it isn't something that you really feel passionate for, when you get there, when you wake up every day, eventually the novelty is gonna end. You're just gonna be looking forward to that check and then regretting Mondays and looking forward to the weekends, and that's not where you want to be, man. And a lot of times as men, when we don't have that big productive purpose, we end up adopting an identity to validate our existence above that. Like me, I know unconsciously for a fact, no matter how much I would like not to think so, when I was a teenager, a lot of my identity was just, oh, I'm gonna be this dude that fucks bad bitches and just puts that Asian stereotype to rest, and I'm gonna be fly, and that's something that's kind of a hood syndrome personally. It's like when you're poor, you want to look like you have it, or so much of American culture is trying to look like you have it instead of actually building it, and that's a big fucking problem. That was something that, instead of putting so much work into bitches, what I should have done was documented and built this up from the start. By the way, bro, if it's your first time here and you're interested in getting better as a man with women and beyond, hit that subscribe and bell notification button so you can join that Unleashed notification gang, bro, so you don't miss anything. So with that being said, gentlemen, back to the video. Number 2, have a daily list of goals. Again, I know a lot of dudes actually say that they don't like the big list of shit, because when you have a big fucking list, you tend to not do it all, which I can agree with. So what I do is, me personally, like literally what I do is I get a whiteboard, but it's not even a whiteboard actually. It's basically a big fucking roll of tape like this, just huge and shit. You put it on your wall and it just sticks to your wall, so you can write with a fucking easy erase marker and rub the shit off basically. So in my room, I just have it there. So every day I wake up and I'm forced to look at it. That was the big reason why I wanted it on the wall. Like I didn't just want to have a pad somewhere. Like I wanted the shit big in my face. Like, motherfucker, you got to do this shit. And I try to be active. I don't try not to have like a whole big list that I just have the whole week there. That's what you don't want to do. What you want to do is have a daily list that's short, like 3 to 5 things that you're doing every day. Like you're doing daily. You're marking that shit off. That for me helped me personally a lot, because it's just, you're actively seeking, and there's nothing, it just feels good seeing those crossed out fucking lines. Like you feel like, oh shit, okay, I'm on a roll. You build up that momentum, and then you just feel good, and it just keeps building from there, man. 3, have a consistent morning routine. This is something that, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with sometimes, because a lot of times I end up staying late, and when you stay up late, your sleep schedule gets fucked up sometimes, and a lot of times when you travel too, that it's also difficult to have a morning routine, but it's one of the most valuable things, because when you wake up in the morning, I notice like that is when you have the highest energy. Let me put it like this: anything you do once you wake up, you're setting the precedent for that day. So if you wake up and look through your phone and look through a bunch of gossip and entertainment shit, you're filling your brain with goofy shit, and you're just starting the day with that goofy shit fucking momentum. That's not what you want to do, man. You want to start off using your top energy, just going right fucking into the best thing possible. Number 4, work out. And when I say work out, I mean lift weights, cardio, and stretching. Those are the big 3 for me. Flexibility, cardio, and strength. Those 3 things, because a lot of us, what we do as men is we tend to focus on one. You got the guys over here, we're lifting weights. We're not really doing as much cardio. We're trying to keep the gains. Then flexibility, we're not even fucking thinking about that shit. Then you got the other dudes over here who's just all about cardio, long distance running. They're running through Manhattan like this and shit, and they don't even want to touch a fucking weight. Then you got the other dudes who may be doing yoga or whatnot, and maybe they're not lifting weights or whatever. You want to be doing all 3 of these, because at the end of the day, you don't want to look like a weak little bitch. You don't want to get a heart attack before 50, and at the same time, you don't want to just... If you have no flexibility, you're gonna be fucked over. You gotta be able to fuck these bitches to sleep. Like my guy MS said, if you ain't fucking bitches to sleep, matter of fact, fucking the bitches to sleep and not stretching is a big problem. It's something that I'm actually suffering through right now. I've been fucking bitches since I've been having sex regularly since I was 14. So I'm 25 now, and lately I noticed like sometimes my hip, after fucking for a long time, like it feels a little fragile, a little sore at the sides, and I never had that shit before, and it kind of freaked me out. And I just started realizing like, yo, I need to start stretching more, because I actually have, it's not even to brag, like I actually have a lot, like you know how much fucking, that's a lot of fucking, especially when you're a dude. As dudes, we're doing all types of shit. I'm over here on my ass catching shit, flipping bitches and fucking unicycles and shit, and eventually that shit takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on your joints, especially when you're not stretching. So I like my the bitch I'm fucking with right now, she's into yoga. She been putting me on, and I'm just trying to stretch and get my shit. I'm trying to get more limber, baby. That's what it's all about. 5, write down a list of your bad habits. Listen, we all have bad vices. I still have some bad vices. I used to smoke a lot. I'm smoking a lot less. Now I'm pretty much near to quitting. I just been vaping lately, and slowly I want to start that too. Same shit, man. Write down a list of your bad habits, and when you cross that shit out, that's gonna be another moment where you cross out those lines and it feels really fucking good. Whether it be masturbating 5 times a day, or fucking watching too much TV, or just a lot of shit, man. Drinking, smoking. I don't even need to go through the list. You already know what it is. So just write down a list of those negative, toxic habits and get rid of them shits too. 6, eat greener and get better sleep. Now, I know this is technically 2, but my fucking cat just meowed. But fuck it. Eat greener and get better sleep, man. This is obvious. If you don't sleep a lot, your testosterone levels drop, your T cells drop, all types of shit drop. You're fucked up, man. Again, everything is duality. We're living in a yin and yang universe, and if you ain't sleeping, if you're not getting a good amount of sleep, you're gonna be fucked up when you're awake. You're gonna pay for it twice as much later. And this is something that I suffered with as someone who likes to stay up late. I don't even think my problem is waking up early. It's going to sleep at night early. That's really the problem, because you could wake up early, but if you didn't sleep a good amount of sleep, you're gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be hating life in the morning. And also just eating greener. A lot of us, we try to, as men, especially in our 20s and 30s, we try to just get away with the fact that we're young. You know, we're strong. We see muscles. We don't see the inside damage. You know what I mean? We just see the muscles on the outside. So if you're not fueling yourself, don't be mad when you're fucking 40 or 45 and now you can't even get your dick hard as much as you're freaking out because you've been clogging your fucking arteries with garbage for like 20, 30 years. Before you know it, the time, I'm telling you, it's gonna fly by. You're like, damn, I've been doing this shit for like 20 years of fucking damage to my body, and it just flew by. 7, cut off people that are holding you back. This goes without question, man. Some of the people, sometimes you just gotta make that decision where someone's just holding you back. It might be that friend that complains a lot. It might just be something that it puts you in a mindset where you can't get shit done because they're holding you back. They're saying little comments that get under your skin or undermine whatever you're trying to do. And that shit, you can't be around that shit. Now, sometimes you might have to grit through it, and you might have to really press someone and let them know that, for example, because a lot of times it's our family, it's people that are very close to us. Sometimes we're in a situation where we can't really get away from it, where we might have to really press the shit out of them and let them know, listen, I'm trying to do something, and ultimately, if you feel some kind of way, I need you to just give me my space and respect that. A lot of us deal with that shit, so I'm just letting you know that right off the bat, because this is something just, it touches me in a personal place because growing up, my mom, my Asian mom, she could really, like, we already know how Asian parents are. If you don't go down a route, a lot of times, immigrant parents in general, a lot of times if you don't go down that traditional route, they're gonna give you a hard fucking time. So you might not be able to cut off your mom in your life, but there might be other people with influences in your life that you need to cut off, or at the very least start bringing in people that are more positive and more just influencing you in a direction that's gonna be more productive toward your biggest purpose in life. 8, stop mindlessly consuming entertainment and social media, man, because I think as humans we tend to think that, oh, that's just a joke, or that's just this, or like whatever your mind is exposed to, like you gotta be like a guardian at the gates protecting your mind. The moment you see goofy shit, again, like earlier, you're filling your mind with goofy shit. Now you're over here having an imaginary argument with somebody that doesn't even exist, where you're totally owning them and you're just putting them in their place, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. That's it. Number 9, prepare your environment for success. Everything around you, it plays a role. You know, the physical with the mental. If you're in a room and there's a fucking mess everywhere, it's horrible. And we even get conditioned with this to a certain degree, because if you look at movies, they show the average guy in his apartment, he can't take care of himself, he got fucking pizza in the cereal, or like the lamps knocked over, and like, don't emulate that shit, because a lot of times we might even unconsciously emulate that type of shit without even realizing it. Keep your fucking room clean, keep shit set up for success. You know, I have shit in my room surrounded to just give me fuel, give me fire, and just remind me of where the fuck I'm trying to go. And I try to keep the shit neat. There are times where it gets messy, but I notice that when it gets messy, my mind tends to reflect that. It starts to feel cluttered. I know you feel it too, bro, so don't ignore it. 10, meditate every day, 10 minutes. Thinking about gratitude. Now, this is something that I actually do. Personally, I do this in the morning when I wake up, because I'm already like half a fucking sleep. Actually, what I used to do was I would wake up and I would have such a hard time waking up early. I would set my alarm like 5 different times before I actually had to wake up, just to mentally prepare myself to wake up. So what I started doing was I would just go on YouTube and look up like a meditation thing for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, however I felt, you know what I mean? And I would just play that shit as I laid back and just listen to it. And then I would slowly stretch and just start to get myself mentally prepared, and I would just zone out. And I was already half kind of in a deep trance anyway, so it was perfect. This worked better for me because I didn't have to, like, I wasn't already filled with a bunch of shit and then trying to, you know, bring it all out of you while you're staying there still. That's kind of very difficult. It's better for me when you wake up early, your mind is fresh, to just put it in that good place. Right when it's fresh, right when it's like a fucking newborn, you just wake up, period. That's the best time that worked for me, and I think that shit could work for you too. So just try it, bro. You might be surprised. So if you enjoyed that kick-ass motivational video and you want to see more, hit that subscribe and bell notification button right there, bro, so you can join that Alicia notification gang, bro, so you can continue to improve yourself as a man. And with that being said, gentlemen, Alicia best, and remember, until next time, confidence is bred by competence. Peace.